Hello, hello, hello. We have people that are tuning in. We are live. We've had clients call us and they wanted to know why the loan was transferred, why the loan was transferred on their loan. And well, the thing is, when you buy a house, you go to the closing and you sign a document giving them the right to sell your loan at any time. They won't let you close on that loan if you don't sign that document. So people, they go to the closing with their lawyer and they sign the paperwork for them to be able to sell your home at any time, sell the note at any time to an investment company. And there's people that started off in 2006 and 7 that are still bouncing around through the system right now, like Countrywide. Now, Countrywide was one of the mortgage companies that ended up getting bought out by Bank of America. Bank of America bought them out for pennies on the dollar. And then what ended up happening was they ended up selling some of those loans to other companies like Green Tree, which I don't think they exist anymore because I think they got sold out to Ditech Loan Servicing. Then you got Aquin, you got SBS. Sorry, drink a lot of coffee today. Then you got Ditech, you got SPS, you got SLS. So where did these investment companies come from? And are they servicing the loan or are they actually housing the loan? And that's what a lot of people wonder is like, well, what's going on? Because I started off with Countrywide and then I went to Bank of America. And then from Bank of America, I ended up getting sold off to, this other company. And during that process, these companies are buying the loan from these big banks or these other corporations for pennies on the dollar. So let's just say you owe $200,000. They bought your loan for 50,000 or 60,000. Do you really think they care if you make the payment or not? No, they don't. Because at the end of the day, they're going to get you out of the house because they have attorneys. And then, eventually you lose your house. And the mainstream media is not talking about this. They're not telling you that we're going into an everything bubble, right? And this bubble is called the everything bubble because we have a student loan debt bubble, we have a housing bubble, and we have a credit bubble, and you got companies like Deutsche Bank laying 7,000 people off. So at any point, you can lose your job. You have out here in Chicago, the county is trying to get out of the state. The state is trying to get away from Cook County. So they're trying to succeed. I don't know how they say it, secede from the county. So why? Because Chicago's in debt, and that's just a little tip of the iceberg. We have a lot of other states that are in trouble. So what are the senators, what is the president doing about this situation? And how do banks manipulate the economy in a way where the homeowner ends up getting screwed big time? We weren't aware of what was happening in 2008, 2009. People were buying up homes. It was easier to buy a home than buy a car. And we wonder, how can we get out of this situation? Well, the way of getting out of this is basically a crash and a reset, an economic reset. So, it would be nice if they can forgive everyone all the debt and we can start over. But, it's part of a big plan, a bigger purpose. And that's why I said loan modification is a way to save thousands of dollars on your home loan, because at the end of the day, every time you're making that payment, 90% of that payment is going to interest. Or let's just say 70% is going to the interest, 20% is going to the escrow, taxes and insurance, right? And then 10% is going into the principal of the house, maybe even less. And you're paying that house for 15 years. And then at the end of the day, when it's time for you to sell that house, they're only going to offer you the same amount of money that you bought it for. Why? Because the banks, the big whales on Wall Street, manipulate the stock market in a way where at the end of the day, what ends up happening is prices tumble and they go down. And then when it's time for you to sell, your house is a liability now. So, I want to be brief, get back to doing what I have to do right here. And I want to encourage you to call us 844-426-7457. We work this throughout the U.S. 1-844-426-7457. So now you know why your loans are getting transferred, because they're kicking the can down the road, because they're trying to figure out a different way, because obviously this way is not working for them, because now you can't hide what they're doing. You can't hide all the corruption that has taken place. So don't lose your home, and don't let them take control of your mind. Don't let them take control of all this hard work that you're out there working in whatever field you're in. Trust me, I was there and I lost my property and I didn't know how to take control of my mind. So take control of your own sovereignty. Take control of your mind. Their whole plan and goal is to make you feel like you're not in control, to make you feel like you can't do anything about your home and you have to leave it to them. But there is another way, guys. There is another way. And I always talk about lowering the interest rate, and I talk about the Federal Reserve increasing rates right now. So right now they're over 4%. So they're increasing rates, and they're also increasing the price of gas. And that is going to cause the crash. It happened in 2008. Gas prices were high, and it led to the crash. So everything works together. Everything's tied in together. And if you analyze that, you're going to understand why the rich get richer and the middle class is basically gone. Like I said in the last video, I went to California and there's a guy that owns a $1 billion mansion, and right across the street there's a guy sleeping on the floor and literally camping out outside. How does that happen? So, and you either participate and maybe get rich in this transfer of wealth, right? Or you get left behind. So don't waste any time. 844-426-7457. This is Ross Garcia, the Loan Modification Clinic. I'm going to get back to doing what I have to do. I'll bring you more videos. I'm going to try to bring you a video every single, like the last client called, she wanted, I told her 12:30, but I had more calls coming in, so I couldn't do the video, but I'm doing the video right now. So, I'm going to try to be punctual with this and get informed, get educated, because some of this stuff they don't show you in school. So, we're what's called unconscious competence. We don't know what we don't know. So that's why it's good to learn and watch these videos so you can understand how they manipulate the economy and basically leave people in the street. So this is Ross Garcia, Loan Modification Clinic. Thank you. Have a good day. God bless.